Darn it, I should have got that. So now that we've heard from the cookie market and the popcorn market, let's talk a little bit about real estate. Who's got some updates in their market? Tell me what's going on, nuances that you're seeing, patterns that you're seeing, tough situations that you've seen, or offers that you've written, listings that you've gotten. Let's hear it, you guys. And don't be shy, because if the kids can get on the mic, you guys can get on the mic. Let's go, PK.
Reporting from San Jose market, which is a market that I was absolutely like, no, I had no idea what was going on in San Jose, but from just the past week of me sharing on social media, I've already got like 4 leads. And I can tell you that the San Jose market is hot. People are left and right looking for properties. I've even gotten a couple of agents reach out to me, and they were asking me to send a lot of information and schedule before going on the market. So that market seems to be really hot and thriving. So that's San Jose market.
You know what? I love this. Here's the thing. And I saw this, and I think Walt put out a really, really good video the other day. And the premise of that video is that the day of the neighborhood real estate agent who just works this small little box, those days are done with. They're done with, you guys. You're probably going to know your neighborhood. You'll get good in your neighborhood, but oh, I don't work that market. It's wait a minute, it's 25 miles away. You're telling me you don't work that market? What happened through the pandemic? The pandemic opened up the consumer's mind to live in markets that they would have never thought of. Promise you, 2 years ago, you talk to somebody in San Francisco and be like, yeah, what about living in Oakley? What? I'll never go to Oakley. I love my button-up flannel and my glasses, and I want to walk to all the cool spots to have food and have drinks, and I'm a hipster. No way. Last year, what happened? Inadequacies of your house. You're spending more time in your small home. People moved all over the Bay. So I want you guys to truly think about yourself as a Bay Area specialist, that obviously, if you don't want to drive to the Central Valley, don't drive to the Central Valley, but from Oakland to San Jose for this listing, which is probably in the neighborhood of 1.3, 1.5, what's it listed at? You're muted.
No, it's not. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We're gonna probably go for 850.
Oh, 850, even better. So so comps probably support that's going to get closer to $1 million.
No.
Oh, is it tore down? I mean, is it like,
no, it's a condo, so it's
it's a condo. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But even I was very surprised, because I definitely thought that the condo market, you know, it's not that attractive, but it's crazy how people are just, you know, they're still looking and shopping around for, especially a 2-bedroom. It seems to be pretty hot. So
love it, love it. And was there ever a time where you thought like, well, I don't work that market, how can I serve this market?
Oh, absolutely. When this client reached out to me, he wanted to talk to me about, you know, potentially listing his apartment. And I was like, you know, on the phone, I was like, yeah, like I can help you. And I wasn't like super excited about it either, because I was like, I don't want to, like, I don't even know San Jose.
Yeah.
But then there was a point that I was like, well, I'm not, you know, it's not like I have to go to Texas and sell something. It's right here.
Yeah.
And listing a property is also different, because buying, it's a little bit more commuting. Listing, I mean, I literally go twice a week, maybe 3 times max. I get a lot of shit done that day. It's like line up all the items for that day, super productive. And then that's it. Like, you know, if we have open houses, then I'll ask around. If people are interested in San Jose market, they can cover it. If not, like, I'll be there. It's fine. Listing is much easier.
I love it. And you have Angela Rose down there. You have Darren Frazan.
Yeah, I'm actually I've asked her to help me with the flooring, and she's helping me so much figure out all the carpet situation. So yeah, we're working together already.
Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Good update. Let's go to Janique. Janique, you had your hand up. If you're not able to talk, you have a sec?
I'm good. I'm driving. It's amazing to me to see how many condos in Oakland and Hercules along the 80 corridor, which is where I live, that are under 400,000 or 450. And I'm closing on something next week, but it's just amazing to see, and that people that are in the condos looking for one bedrooms, it's like you want to help them because they're just trying to get into home ownership, right? And to get into this market and to get some equity and then get something bigger later. But what I like about doing open houses for other people is that before the open houses, I do get to look up the data and see what's selling, so I can door knock and have information for people. So the data is not scary. And a lot of times when you do knock on the doors, or I talk to most of the people that are just walking their dogs, people know stuff about the market. And I guess they just look up Zillow to see what their house is worth. So it's just interesting to talk to normal people about the market. They don't know a lot, but know a little and are willing to talk to you. It's all exciting and fun for me.
That's right. And listen, if you know a little bit about the neighborhood, the prices of the homes, and then some of the patterns and something about that particular home, like, hey, you guys just want to knock on the door, have an open house. You know what? I noticed that, you know, you guys have an interest rate that's at 4.5%. You know, what's your plans with this home? Like compile all this information, have something that is rich to have that carried on conversation. So good stuff, Janique. Let's hear from you, Kathy Daniel. And we'll come to you, Ernesto, after that.
Hold on. So out here in the far East Bay, I'm seeing the market kind of come to a screeching halt. My listing, I just reduced the price on it, and 2 listings almost exactly to mine have been on the market about 80 days. So I don't know what's going on. Unless the house is super, super, super killer and it's priced quote unquote below market, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it takes quite a while. I wrote an offer on a house in Oakley not too long ago, and we were, I think, one of 5 offers that was presented. And the offer that they took, those people backed out, the next offer backed out, and then they came to me, and then my people were like, yeah, we're gonna hold on. We think we can get it for a better price. So then I have that whole conversation with, well, is it the price, the purchase price you're worried about, or is it the payment? Because let's not confuse price with affordability. And then we go through all of that. But it's just, I don't know, it's getting weird here.
All right. Well, good update. Appreciate that. Ernesto, let's hear from you, brother.
Yeah, I was going to share a quick story. When I helped relocate my listing down to Hollister, for anybody that's not familiar, is about maybe 30, 40 minutes southeast of San Jose. So from me in Concord, it's almost 2 hours. And long story short, I try to refer it out to a realtor who's a friend in Monterey, which is closer. And he's like, oh, I don't serve that area. So I almost, kind of gave away this client because I felt like I wasn't an expert in Hollister, but by running the data about exactly what was happening at that time in Hollister, she had confidence in me, and she was like, hey, can you just help me buy in Hollister? And I was like, sure, let's do it. So went from me feeling like I didn't know what I was talking about and I wasn't comfortable, to simply by sharing some market data and letting her know kind of how the market was behaving there in a city that's really not that big. It's like, I think we're overthinking this, we'll be fine. And in the end we were. So little story there.
Totally. So last year, you guys, there was a client of ours that looked at 76 homes. 76 homes. You guys know what that's like. Those crazy times, right? Well, they started out in Berkeley. They went to Oakland Hills. They went to places in Emeryville, and then landed in a little place called Belmarin Keys. Does anybody know where that's at? Belmarin Keys is up by Novato, right? It's this cool little like isolated place where you can have your dock and you can have your kayaks, and it's like the comps are really, really hard to pull. But it's like we became an expert on this Belmarin Keys and like this whole vacation community, and talked to all the neighbors, and like just became experts on all these areas. And they raised their price point almost $1 million, and ended up closing at $2.4 million in a market that we knew nothing about. And so it's like, yeah, just go where they're going to take you, because the consumer will take you to all kinds of different places. And sometimes, you'll see that their mind will start to open to these new markets, and then you get to open your mind to the knowledge of that area and pull the comps and the data. So good stuff. I love this, Ernesto. Who else has an update for me that they want to share? Market update, nuances that they're seeing, patterns in the market, offers that they wrote, competitiveness, listing that they took, some data that they pulled. Who has something else they want to share? Anybody?
Hey, Linus, one thing that I've told people, you know, I don't know if you read what I wrote, but I have and I know it's just a courtesy to my brother, but I'm able to present a listing presentation to some friends of my brothers up in Sunset Heights and Beverly Hills. And the way I got to them was I was like, look, Coca-Cola is based in Atlanta, but they're the #1 selling soft drink in Africa. And why is that? Because of advertising. And I'm confident in our advertising. I'm confident in what my team can do. And that kind of flipped a switch for them. They're like, okay, I said, my license is good throughout California and I'm surrounded by an excellent team. And just think of us as Coca-Cola. And that was like, and Carrie was like, oh, okay.
Love it. Love it. Good stuff. All right, guys, let's shift gears for a second. I want to hear from you guys what the plan is for the week. So obviously, you guys have all these opportunities to drive your business, to generate business, to lead generate, right? And I think at times that we can get busy, we can get pulled in different directions, we can get busy being busy. But I want to hear from a couple of you guys. What is your focus just for this week when you think about prospecting? Who are you calling? When are you calling them? And what conversations do you plan to have with people? So let's just go around the room. I want to hear what your prospect, and if you don't have one, cool, right? That's why we're here, right? We're going to get the gears rolling. So I'm going to go to you, Lauren. Lauren, when you think about this week right now, what are you focused on? Who are you calling? How are you generating business? And how are you lead generating right now? What's that focus look like for this week?
I am following up on a few leads that I have currently. And some of them were from Chime, some are from me just walking around my old neighborhood. So I'm going to be following up with them this week. And I'm planning, just because I'm in a new area, I've been kind of walking around and figuring out, okay, what's residential, what is not residential. I mean, like as in apartments versus an actual home. So I've been hunting around my area, seeing what's a good farming area. So I've located a couple of those that I want to do this week as well.
Perfect. Love it. Love it. Austin, let me hear from you, brother. What is the plan for the week? What are you focused on? Who are you going to prospect to? What's this look like right now for you?
So I realized this past weekend that I don't have access to a lot of like Chime and Ojo. So I'm going to focus on trying to get that done so I can actually get some numbers, but I'm going to flip my camera around. Yesterday, I spent some time making a little door hanger sign. I don't know if that's actually the quality is doing anything for that, but I plan on going and getting that printed at Vistaprint after we get done with the team meeting or the orientation in Concord today. And probably next or tomorrow and Friday, just kind of walking around and putting those on some doors, just trying to get my face out there so people know who I am.
Cool. So now that you know that you're going to have your collateral, right? You have your marketing asset. Do you have a particular set of homes that you're going to knock on? Do you have a map? And do you have like a really, like, is this systematic, or you're just going to be like, oh, I'm going to go knock on those doors? Like, what does the system look like?
So I was actually going to get the Home Snap Pro thing. It's only like $100 for the year. I was going to get that. And on there, it has a little layout of the different neighborhoods in my area. And it'll have like yellow to red, basically whoever's going to be kind of cold to hot. And so I was going to walk around and just kind of try to pick all the people who are on like the cusp or the people who could possibly sell and just try to hit all of those houses.
All right. So Austin, let's hear it, brother. Let's hear it. So you're going to my door. I'm in the high probability to sell category, right? So knock on my door. I'm going to be a dick because you're knocking on my door. What are you going to say to me?
Honestly, I think
knock on my door.
Knock on the door.
I want to hear this. Run through this with me.
All right. So knock.
Yeah. Hi. What can I do for you?
Hi. I'm Austin Guerin. I'm actually.
Kids, stop it. Yeah. Stop. Lay down. Yeah. What's up, man? What can I do for you?
No worries. I'm Austin. I'm actually a newer real estate agent in the area, and I'm just trying to put a face with a name and just meet some potential people who might in the future want to either buy or sell a home.
No, we're not trying to sell.
Oh, look, no worries. Here, go ahead and take this, and I'll hand that over to him. Just be like, if anytime in the future you decide, just let me know.
Cool. Awesome. Good stuff. The one thing about you is that you're going to have the courage to actually knock. It's a very, very tough journey out there knocking on doors. So you have to think, what is my hook? Hey, I just wanted to stop by as a courtesy. You don't even have to say that you're a newer real estate agent, right? Because sometimes people think, well, he's newer. Do I want to do business with a newer person? Like there's just sometimes a perceived notion that maybe you're not going to be able to serve them. However, that energy and that excitement about being new and not resting on your laurels is actually a really good thing. So I would highly recommend that you say, hey, listen, I just want to stop by. I'm an area real estate agent. I just wanted to ask you, do you know the current value of your home? And are you aware of what's going on in the market right now? I don't want you to miss out on a great opportunity in the seller's market that's been the best that we've seen in the last decade. I just want to ask you if you know the true value of your home right now. All right, well, here's some information. What I would do on that, Austin, is I would put your QR code and link that with HomeBot. Right, so you leave that, and then everyone knows the menu. But like, cool, now I have my link to the home value. I would use a QR code and go set up today. Set up your HomeBot account.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, man, I love it. So, how many homes are you going to hit? What's the goal?
So I'm ordering 1,000 of those. And so I plan on trying to get rid of every one. Obviously, it's not going to happen in one day, but I plan by the end of next week having every single one of those out of my house.
Dude, I love this. I love this. Here's what I want you to do. Get yourself a Lime scooter, bro, and just scooter around to the doors, bro. Like make the best use of your time, man. I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's hear from Beverly. Beverly, what is your focus this week for prospecting? Who are you calling? What are we saying?
I'm following up with my Opsity leads.
Okay, cool.
So I have been calling them, I have been following up, and I've got one he needs to sell a home in Connecticut. So I'm looking for someone in EXP that I can refer him to, so he can sell his home with them. And then
have you found somebody yet?
I haven't found anyone yet. So I'm looking for someone.
So go to the Honey Badgers group on Facebook, become a part of the Honey Badgers, and then just put in there, I need a Connecticut agent, and right away someone will respond to you. Okay. And also he's moving here because of a job move. So he's looking for a home in Albany. Perfect. So I'm not really familiar with the Albany market, but what I've noticed, I've done a little research, there's not that many homes available, in that area. So I'm just sending him things from in Albany and surrounding areas. So he's not ready now, but in a couple months, he'll be making that move. I love it. How many Opsity leads do you have that you're following up with?
How many? As they come up, when it comes up saying that you need to renew this referral or something like that, then I follow up. I'm not really sure.
Go ahead. Sorry, Beverly.
No, go ahead.
So that's the passive, right? I see something comes up. I need to follow up with this client. So what's the non-passive? What's the aggressive approach that you're going to take for your prospect?
Following up with all of them?
Yeah. Forget the notification, right? I'm going to call them. I'm going to text them. I'm going to send them a video, and I'm going to start shaking the tree, right? So even if you're not getting the notification follow-up is due, follow up with them. You look through your database and categorize them last time I contacted them and start running through that list and see where they're at in their home buying journey. But I like what you're doing. Honey Badgers Network, let's get you a referral for that house, and then set the expectation for him. Albany's a very competitive environment. Housing prices are going to be vastly different than what they are in Connecticut, and really help him, set him up for success out here in California, because it's going to be a tough road for him.
Okay.
Aaliyah, you had your hand up?
I did, but I put it down.
Well, there was something there. So what was it? Let's hear it.
Okay. I'm gonna go door knocking around my listing with Michael the Savage.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Okay, cool. So how many houses are you guys gonna hit?
That was what that's why I raised my hand, because I think I was gonna ask you, I don't really know how to plan that out. There's not too many houses like right around my listing, because my listing's on a really busy street. It's almost like a freeway, San Pablo Dam Road. But there's like different little cul-de-sacs around there. So I don't know.
I think you guys could do 20 to 50. Easy, especially
Yeah.
if there's two of you.
Yeah. And is there a template or something, like a little flyer template that we should have or something?
Today I can help you create it. Yeah, and Michael's done this before. He actually doesn't leave flyers, which I've told him you should leave a flyer. So I can just help you with that today. But what are you going to say to him, Aaliyah?
I'm going to tell them I have a listing down the street. We held an open house over the weekend. We had a really good amount of people come through. Also invite them to the open house this weekend and ask them, have they considered do they know the current value of their home, and have they ever considered selling their home in the future or the near future?
Beautiful. I love it. I love the approach. I love this plan.
I think Michael has a script too, so
He does.
I'll
And I
learn.
think you guys put that balance together. I think you guys are going to do really, really well with this. I love it. Can't wait to hear the results. Let's go over to Linnell. Linnell, you had your hand up.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, so you're scaring me.
Oh, my dog.
Your dog's getting into everything. I'm like, shit, is this what I have to look forward to?
It is what you have to look forward to. I love both my dogs. My boy dog is off the chain, and like he's always into something. So if you don't hear him, he's totally into something. He's right here though. He's looking cool right now. He's not doing anything. But I looked over and he had that knife, and I was like, what the hell? Like
he literally had a giant butcher knife in his mouth walking around the house.
Yeah, he takes them all out on our balcony. So we don't have any spoons, no forks. They're all out on the balcony.
All right, so hit us with it. Let's hear it, Linnell.
So I just want to say thank you to Gabrielle. She has given me a lot of leads, and I've been following up with them.
Nice.
So I just called them and just let them know that, oh, you were working with Gabrielle, and I just wanted to see where you were at in your home buying process. And I took three people. I took two people out. One, she was gonna go ahead and make an offer, and then she kind of backed up out of it. But it was a cool experience. Like, and then I have another guy. He's thinking about making an offer. So yeah.
Love this. I love this. And you know what? When you introduce yourself to these clients that Gabrielle's sharing with you, you guys are business partners. So I understand that you've been working with my business partner, Gabrielle. We just want to follow up with you and see where you're at, how we can help you, set up some tours for this weekend. That's what Walt does, and that's kind of his verbiage whenever he's working and partnering. I think it's a good feel. It's your oh dang, they got business partners out here, right? So good stuff. I love it. Let's go over to you, Nicole Penland.
Hey, I two things. One, I was going to add on to what you were saying with the door knocking when you're talking to Austin. Also, you can bring up that, in these times, a lot of people are wanting to live closer to family. So if you have any friends or family in the area, that I would appreciate you referring them or something along those lines. And then I had a question.
Yeah.
So I got a lead guy. He's trying to find a property in Camp Meeker. I had never heard of it, but I looked it up. I looked it up on MLS everywhere, and there was like no listings. So at that point, do I just like try to, I guess, get a signed agreement and then start like approaching off market to see if they would be interested in
where's Camp Meeker at again? Or like help me out. I don't know where Camp Meeker is.
It's in Sonoma.
Oh, okay, cool. So then I would work with title if there's nothing available there, no listings, active listings. Work with title to pull up a list of what he's looking for, whether it's 1,500 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, decent sized lot. Like have title pull a list for you, and then either A, send them a letter, or B, go and knock on their doors. Let them know that you have a buyer that's looking to live in this community, if they've ever considered selling their home, because obviously not many homes come up in this area. So you don't have to have a signed agreement for that. I've never done a broker buyer agreement. That's completely up to you guys. It's your choice, but I've never personally done one. But that's completely up to you. Don't think that you need it, but you can go and do that work for them and see what you can shake.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I was just trying to say, like, how do I approach this? Because I was like, everything's off market.
Yeah. So work with title and pull a list and just let them know, hey, there's no listings there, but I'm going to do my best to find you an opportunity.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, cool. Gabrielle, let's hear from you. What is the plan right now? If you've been busy, and here, before we go to Gabrielle, I had a thought, you guys, and you guys can shoot it down. Obviously, there's some just freestyling some thoughts here. I was thinking that after the weekend, since you guys are doing all of your open houses, you guys are getting a bunch of leads. I'm taking like follow-up time is going to happen on Monday. I was thinking as we move forward and you guys can, shoot it down or not, maybe we can get together like every other week in person and do like a call follow-up session, right? We go through, we write out some great scripts, some text scripts, some follow-up scripts, create some videos, and then like really do like our follow-up campaigns together. I was thinking that'd be a really cool session. We can rotate. So we'll obviously do our Monday, but then the next Monday we'll do a open house and weekend follow-up, and then we'll go back to that. So if you guys are down with that, I'd love to do that. We can put our thoughts together. What's the best script? What's someone saying that you love that what they're saying? What's the best script for text? And then we'll all sit here and create videos. Hey, Tom and Mary, thank you for coming to my open house. I just want to follow up with you and see what your thoughts were on the house. I want your honest, transparent feedback. So feel free to shoot me a video or send me a text message. Looking forward to talking with you. Once again, thank you for coming by my open house. Like, I want to do all that. Let's do that together. So let's plan that. I'll put that on the calendar if you guys are down. And then maybe we could just have that zoomed in as well. So we can just all, if you're not able to make it in person, we can still Zoom. But Gabrielle, let's go to you.
Yes, for the rest of this weekend will be comp city. I have a lot of comps to run because I have certain clients that like to know ahead of time, like what the house is likely to sell out, what stuff has sold out recently.
Yep.
A lot of showings this weekend in Newark and Fremont, full day on Sunday, open house on Saturday. Yeah, comp city.
So let me ask you, what do you attribute all of this activity to?
Getting on to Zillow Flex. That has been very game changing, I would say. And I've just been on it for a couple weeks, but that has really catapulted, I guess, the kind of clients I'm working with. They're generally closer to being pre-approved, if not pre-approved already. So that takes out a lot of that hand-holding and the educational part for folks who aren't pre-approved yet. So it just kind of speeds things up, which has been amazing. And they're generally more serious too, which is also great.
Love it. Love it. Love the update. Patrick Jing, let's go to you. Patrick, what's your focus this week? Who are you going to be prospecting to? What are you going to be saying? And what is the approach? Let's go to you.
I actually don't have one. I was hoping to find one out during the training today, or like figure something out there.
Cool. And I thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you for saying that. Today, you will have a general understanding of how to generate your business, because every single day, if you're not in contract, if you're not in an educational session, you should be trying to make 3 conversations with people that want to buy or sell real estate. That's it. That should be the focus. That I don't care if that takes 50 calls or if it takes 20 calls, or if it takes 50 door knocking opportunities. That should be the goal every day. 3 conversations with people who want to buy or sell real estate. That's it. So good stuff, man. I appreciate your vulnerability. Let's go over to Mirnaz. Mirnaz, I don't know if you're working. Can you chime in? All right, cool. We'll go on. Let's go to Anna Dumont, one of our squad leaders, super mom, entrepreneur, raising young entrepreneurs. So Anna, let's hear from you. What is your prospecting focus for this week?
I've been really trying to be better about my follow-up with my past clients. So last week, I wrote all of them letters, like not like a full-on like Dear John letter, but all of them notes. I included business cards in all of them. And then I have a planned out session of when I'm calling each one according to when I sent their card. I'm usually pretty good at that, but I've just had let it slide for the summer. So I'm just re-upping that because those people are gold. I know for sure if it was a good, like my contracts are usually good. Like I have a good relationship, so I need to take advantage of that better. So, and then, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, it's okay.
I'm working on my fall farming campaign. So I will be dialing that in today or this
What is
week,
the
and
fall,
then getting
what
all
is
that
the
stuff.
fall farming campaign?
Well, okay, so you had the idea to do a pumpkin carving contest for my
Yeah.
fall like top ones, but I changed it a little bit because
Awesome.
that's just who I am. So I'm doing a pumpkin painting contest.
Yes.
So,
Love it. I love
yeah.
it. I love it. And how many pumpkins are going out?
We're gonna do 100. Yeah.
100. Love it.
Yeah, and they're the little ones because they're really easy to paint, and then they have we'll do like a little painting kit with them. So
Okay. I love this. I love it. Great idea.
Yep.
You know, when you said following up with your past clients, and I shared the stat on, I think it was on Monday, 43% of consumers never hear from their real estate agent after the close of escrow. How cool would that be to put that somehow in a flyer or in a postcard? Stay with me, you guys.
yeah.
Right? Like 43%, like giving them that stat. Is that you? Well, you've owned your house now for 10 plus years. Do you know the true value? Is someone reaching out to you to constantly share with you what the value of your largest asset is? No? Click the link below or the QR code. I'd love to be able to help you and keep you up to date on what the current value of your home is, right? So I like this idea of following up with the past clients because that's an area where sometimes we miss. So I love your approach. And I love what you're doing with the pumpkins. I think this is going to be great. And you're going to have the young entrepreneurs out there helping and delivering and like being a
For
part of the
sure.
process. Cool.
Guys,
cool.
if you haven't seen their video, it's on my stories. It's pretty funny. And
Yeah,
it's
it is.
only like 30 seconds.
I didn't know what they were selling. Like I didn't know I didn't see the link or anything. So I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
put me in.
They're really, really, really funny. So yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, let's go. Who else wants to chime in about what they're going to focus on this week, what their prospecting efforts look like, who are they going to call, what they're going to say, what their campaign is? Anybody else want to share? Cool. All right. So here's the thought, you guys. I want you to make sure that obviously you know and understand the nuances of the market, but I want you guys to have a plan. Like, who am I going to talk to? What am I going to say? What approaches am I going to take? Have I sent videos? Have I sent text messages? Have I made phone calls? Have I sent email campaigns? Have I reached people on social? Whatever that looks like, have a plan every single day so you know, okay, this is my attempt. I'm going to go and I'm going to write out a script. I'm going to put it in my notes section, and then I'm going to send this out to X amount of people. I'm going to do some cool videos, but this is something that if you don't have a ton of transactions right now, like start making sure that you have a really, really strong Christmas season. And the way that you're going to do that is if you're prospecting at a high level right now. Lauren, you got a question?
Not a question. I was actually curious if anyone, would be interested in doing a beach cleanup in San Francisco at Ocean Beach. So I'm very close by to Ocean Beach now. And I thought that maybe it would be a fun community outreach to just do a whole like beach walk, like from windmill to windmill or something. Would anyone be interested in that?
I'd be down.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'd be down. Count me in. Yeah, I'd absolutely love that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. And Aaliyah, yeah, girl. Do you have my number? Sorry, I'm gonna bring this to chat now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could rep our Team Fast sweaters and we'll be out there.
Yeah.
Have some fun with it. And that's great for social. I'm down. Just let me know when.
Okay, awesome. Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
That.
Okay, just that. I bring that up.
Anybody else have anything that they want to share? Amy Palin, Cynthia. Oh, is that Cynthia saying yes to Lauren? And Amy, that's the hand up saying yes to Lauren?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right, perfect. So you guys, I want you to, if you don't have it, and some of you do, and some of you are doing a really, really good job, and some or you are just in that phase of like figuring stuff out, which is cool. And then things will change as you get busier and busier. But make sure that you have a plan that every single day, if you're not in a fire, if you're not working on a transaction, if you're not in an educational session, well, what should I be doing with my time? I should be finding 3 people to have a conversation with that want to buy or sell real estate. So you guys, I have some updates for you on my new fur baby. As you guys know, I went back and forth. I actually chose a different dog because, well, okay, Don't think that I gave up on Rocco, the dog that I never met. I didn't give up on him because I had never met him. So I had no emotional connection, right? So I just saw a picture of like, oh, I'll take that one. Well, last week I went and met 2 dogs, and I shared this with you guys the other day. I met 2 dogs and they were beautiful, and they have blue eyes and they're light, and it's called a Merle. It's like the most expensive one if you ever want to breed down the road. So I'm thinking, I don't want to breed, but if I ever wanted to. So just to lighten your day up one more time, that's him. He's got blue eyes. And so I have came up with his final name. He is mine. I pick him up on October 18th. His name's going to be Louis. So his name's going to be Louis Blue Astuto, and he's Italian. So I figured like, hey, Louis, how you doing? So his name's going to be Louis, and I can't wait. I told the breeder, I'm like, yeah, his name's Louis. He's like, dude, he looks like a Louis. Like, so cool. So his new name is Louis. You guys will see him. He's going to be the team mascot. He's going to have his own Team Fast swag. He's going to be at all photo shoots. He's going to probably have his own Instagram channel, and I'm going to make sure that he is a huge, huge success. And I'm going to make sure that he is loved. And so thought I'd share that with you guys. So before we head out, does anybody else have anything that they want to share? Anything good for the order? I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. So I want you guys to get on the road and get here and drive safe. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share?
Real quick, Elias.
No.
Last week, Roxanne had said about the candy bags with the business cards. It says it's too sweet to sell.
Yeah.
It's a sweet time to sell.
Sweet time to sell.
I used those for door knocking last week. So everybody that's going door knocking, you can do that as well.
Perfect. I love it. I love the little, like the quirky stuff. I love the pumpkins. I love, dropping off of the seeds. I love, the things that are going to catch their eye. And then also love being able to put together community events. You guys, I cannot tell you enough how important that is. Don't be known as the neighborhood realtor. There's tons of those people in your area. Be known as the person that brings your community together for all kinds of different reasons. Oh, Austin, the churro dude, man. Hopefully he does another one of these events, because those live churros fresh right out of the thing, like those were bomb. Or, oh, Austin, the ice cream dude. Man, I can't wait for him to put on another event. Like, oh, Ernesto has the taco truck out there. Sweet. Can't wait for it, right? Be known as the person that brings the community together. And then, by the way, just by talking and conversation, we're going to talk about real estate and how you can serve the bank. So, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of your smiling faces here in person. Aaliyah's already here. What's up, Aaliyah? All right, guys. So let's go and get after it. I will see you guys in just a little bit if you're coming here. If not, I will see you all on Friday. Have a wonderful day. And let's, I'll put something on the calendar for us to get together for, lead follow-up the next day or the next Monday. So have a great day. Good to see you guys.